Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mark Robert with Francisco Mendoza. We're bringing you the Governor State Jaguars versus University of Jamestown Jimmies. We're going to send this down to Phil for a moment. I believe he's doing the introductions to the team.
Consecutive year.
Okay, here we go. So the game is underway. Since they got that underway.
One serving, 0.
Okay, you've heard enough of Phil. Let's get it on with Mark Robert right here and Francisco Mendoza. How you doing, Francisco?
I'm pretty good, Mark. You know, it's the last match of the day. Governor State taking on Jamestown now, so we're almost there.
Yes, we've got 3 games today, a triple header, a lot of great volleyball action happening. Cornerstone lost to our Jaguars in the first game today. University Jamestown fought hard but lost to Cornerstone in the second game. And as we just stated, this is the 3rd match of the day. Jamestown already taking a 1-0 lead. And Jaguars are on the board. And if you're here watching the men's volleyball game, please do not worry. We know we will give you updates on another very, very important game today. Nice serve by the Jaguars. But we are talking about the women's basketball national tournament. The Jaguars won last night in fitting fashion, in dominant fashion. And today they're going to be playing the 4th seed Dakota State University. Jaguars are ranked 5th in their division. This is the best of 32 today. If they win today, they'll be in the Sweet 16 next week in Sioux City, Iowa. So again, we got a game here. The Jimmies and the Jaguars. Those of you tuning into the game and maybe didn't catch the second game, the University of Jamestown Jimmies, their mascot is a knight on a horse because a Jimmy is actually a mythological knight.
Point right there for Jamestown. As Governor State gets that point, Pedro Castillo now serving.
You can see behind Castillo there the Richton Park volleyball team, Richton Park Raptors. I was about to say rappers. In fact, a shout out to the Richmond Park Raptors, their men's basketball team. We just got word they finished 4th in the state. They lost the consolation game today. But overall, the Richmond Park Raptors made it to the state competition. I wouldn't call them a Cinderella team, but it was still a surprise that they made it to states.
As Jamestown gets the point on that one. Service error.
In fact, speaking of championship playoffs and postseason, Francisco, I was just sitting here thinking just how much of a run Governor State has had this year. First off, this men's volleyball team, even though they're independent, you could say they're auditioning to be in the CCAC. But they've got a record right now of 18-5, and hopefully will be an independent addition to the postseason. Our women's team is in the postseason. Our men's soccer team went to the postseason national competition. And again, I'm talking national competition on all this, but also our women bowling team is ranked 13th in the nation, and they went to postseason. So this has been a spectacular year for the Jaguars.
Most definitely. Especially seeing the soccer team and both basketball teams, and especially seeing what else the other Jaguar teams are doing. It's definitely been a good year in sports.
Now we just hope it has to continue for next year, but good, bad, ugly, or fantastic, we here at Jaguar Sports will be at all your games and covering them. We are trying to work hard. We need some technology on our side, but we are working hard to hopefully pick up some of the other sports here at Governor State. We have track, we have cross country. We may have esports next year. So we got a 7-7 tie going here.
As Pedro Castillo gets the point on that one, as it was a dig error from Jamestown, as the back row player couldn't get it to the setter. Pedro with the attack. As Daniel Lopez gets the kill.
Looks like the Jaguars are starting to get back into a rhythm here. The Jaguars, as we just said, University of Jamestown is coming right off of a match against Cornerstone right before this match. But the Jaguars have been sitting around for a little over 2 hours. I don't know about you, Francisco, but I probably would have preferred to be in Jamestown position and keep playing. What about you?
It varies, especially like how Cornerstone played Governor State and then right after they played Jamestown. So of course you have the momentum compared to sitting down, but it just depends. Me personally, I don't know, that's a tough one right there. Pedro keeps it alive, gets the ball back, and Jamestown gets the block on Pedro's attack. Michael Nimchek serving for Jamestown.
This is actually that Michael Nemec. I don't know what Phil, our PA, has written down, but number 16 is Mikhail Nemec from Warsaw, Poland. And the only reason I'm an expert on Nemec, or I believe I'm an expert on Nemec, is I did have a friend with the same last name and same spelling.
David Lopez with the serve. As Diego gets the ball. Point for the Jaguars right there. Jaguars 12 serving 9. Alex Stroh with the dig as Lucas sets it up for Pedro. Point for Jamestown.
As we look around the bleachers, it looks like Cornerstone had the fans here today, because the first two games there, the bleachers across the way were full. Now with Jamestown and Governor State out there, we've got, well, I can almost count them on my hands, unfortunately. One of the downsides of this triple header today is Governor State is actually on spring break. So I have a feeling a lot of students were heading out, going to see family, going to take a break, maybe go on that spring trip.
As the ball heads my way.
You should have dove, Francisco. You should have dove.
I'm ready.
I'll hide underneath the table here when it comes through.
As Pedro and Thiago both go up for the block, get the point for the Jaguars.
I swear Castillo had half his body over the net.
No, his
as
arm
long as you
reached
don't
over.
touch it.
Just playing in years past, you know, the refs talking about having the arm go over the net, you know, having it as a net violation. But throughout the whole day today, just seeing both sides of both teams, all three teams, just going over the net. And it's an advantage that you have because it's something that the other team won't be expecting if they're not going up the same time as you are. As just a point for Jamestown.
So the Jaguars have the lead, but Jamestown, they're going to keep this close. They're going to keep it a good competition. Same thing they did with Cornerstone. Castillo, our only senior on the team, is up.
One hand set from Jamestown. Jaguars keep it alive. Back row attack from David Lopez.
Refs discussing a situation. I was looking at my notes at the moment. I didn't check or catch what happened just before this. And they're calling it
They're giving
Jamestown.
it
I guess they
point
were
to
discussing the
Jamestown.
point.
Yeah, great attack by Daniel Lopez, but gives the point to Jamestown after that discussion from the refs. As Pedro with the back row attack gets the kill for the Jaguars. As the Raptors are bringing noise, as you see right there on your screen. Back row attack from the Jaguars. Another back row attack from the Jimmies as Jamestown gets the point.
That shot looked like it would have been out of bounds.
As Jamestown tries to keep it alive, Jaguars get the point.
Governor State pulls off this match, they'll be the team that went 2-0 today. If the Jimmies win, all 3 teams went 1-1 today.
As the Jaguars keep that one alive, but the Jimmies get the point on that one. 15 serving 18 as Gabriel Ocasio, the captain from Puerto Rico, now serving. As that one hits the net and goes right back. Lucas Lapa now serving for the Jaguars. As both Pedros get the block on that one. The Pedro block, as they call it.
I gotta say, I probably won't play volleyball, but I love the shoes that Lucas has, those blue shoes.
As we're going to commercial break, the Jaguars up 20-15 here in the first set. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here in the Arc.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. You're in.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Mark Robert. Alongside of me is Francisco Mendoza. We are bringing you the 3rd game of this triple header today, or this tri-match. Jaguars versus the Jimmies. Jaguars are on the good side of the scoreboard at the moment, but the Jimmies are putting up a fight. Don't let that 15-20 you see on the scoreboard fool you. Jamestown was down a few times against Cornerstone and fought back, and they kind of did it, Francisco, in very quiet fashion. It was almost before you knew it, they went from 6 or 8 or 5 down to only about 2 or 3 points separation.
No, absolutely. Jamestown kept the fight going in the last match against Cornerstone, and it's showing here right now in this match against Governor State. It's definitely something that you see from this team, not only from Nemec, but also from the other players. You know, they're not going down without a fight. As Brandon Palmeros has the attack, and they're going to call that a kill for Brandon Palmeros. 22 serving 16, as Brandon is now serving. Brandon from Veracruz, Mexico. As Lucas keeps it alive to Pedro Castillo, Pedro sends it over. As that ball goes out of bounds, right to Coach Reyes. Coach getting ready for that one. (23 serving 16 here in the first set. Not the result you were expecting from that jump serve. 23 serving 17.
Again, we're having a problem with the candy cane.
The net came on
Oh, the
loose
net this time.
on the
Okay.
attack from Brandon. Now they're fixing both sides of the net to make sure that it doesn't come loose on an
Okay.
attack attempt again, as the ref's helping out on the other side.
Yeah, we've had about 3 or 4 stoppages in play because the out-of-bounds post kept either wiggling or falling out of place.
As the ref's finishing up on his side of the antenna. Ball in play. Alex Stroh with the dig. Pedro Castillo with the kill as the libero for Jamestown was there for the dig attempt, but sends it out of bounds for the dig error.
I don't think the Jamestown libero even budged, but that ball ricocheted off of his arms on the left side of the court and went way out on the right side of the court.
Yeah, it went straight to the women's volleyball team, so you know they're definitely ready. As Lucas and Brandon both slide for the ball.
I've actually joked with our crew here on the sports broadcasting just once, and I know I would regret it, but just once, I would love to get in front of a Castillo spike just to know what it feels like. You with me, Francisco? You want to do it?
Going in front of a Pedro serve or a spike, yeah, why not? But definitely that's something that you see from.
I mean, we can be in the back of the court. We don't have to be up front by the net. We just would have to make sure you and I both took our glasses off.
From the first game to this game, all of Pedro's attacks have been on the farthest side of the court, but it's always coming out with the same result. As the Jaguars take the first set, 25-20. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here in New York.
Our independent film and digital imaging program is 2 parts. So it's independent film, and then a digital imaging part is photography. Our program immerses students in all aspects of filmmaking and photography, empowering students to become true independent creatives.
Occupational therapy is a licensed healthcare profession that helps people to be as independent as possible in their daily lives. Students who come to Governor State University for their occupational therapy degree enter a supportive, mentored, high-quality program with diverse faculty who are passionate and highly experienced to produce the next generation of occupational therapists.
All right, welcome back. This is Mark Robert with Francisco Mendoza. There's our Richton Park Raptor volleyball team. They're right up the road here from Governor State University. We have a lot of their students who attend our college here, and we're happy to see you guys in the stands today. They've been here for all 3 games today. I noticed they're sporting our towels on top of their head. I don't know if camera 3 or 2 can get a better shot of the team, but they've got their towels all on their heads. There we go, there we go. All right. We welcome them. Glad they coming in. I guess they're all picking out their phones, getting ready to watch the women's playoff game too, and see how things are going to go. His first year at Governor State University. She came to us from Calumet St. Joe's, College of Calumet St. Joe's. She has done an amazing job with the women's team. She was able to, I think the biggest thing, Francisco, about Coach Reyes, she gets her players to believe. And she really gets them to believe in themselves, sign of an excellent coach.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing Coach Reyes from the girls' season and now the guys' season, Yeah, definitely. Coming out of the timeouts, the team was getting the point, but just being in the huddle with coach, you just want to be there for every minute. Because I've had a decent amount of conversations with coach, not just about the game, but just a decent amount of conversations, and you can tell how passionate she is about not just her players, but just about the sport itself. As the Jamestown gets the point on that one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun time in her tenure here at the campus.
As Lucas tries to keep that ball alive. As the ball goes out of bounds on that one.
Okay, well, that was the same howl we were hearing in the other game, and nobody from Cornerstone's around here at all.
Lucas Lapa serving for the Jaguars. Nice attack by Pedro Castillo. As Pedro keeps the ball in the air, does not hit the ceiling, so it works out, and good thing it does because the Jaguars get that point.
Castillo played that ball off his heel. There he goes. He was just showing his fellow teammates just how we get help at that point. As Francisco's explained to us multiple times, as long as that ball isn't pushed with the hands, it can touch any part of your body to stay alive.
Yeah, as long as you don't lift it, that's all that matters. And Castillo with the calmest kick, he just took his foot out and went straight in the air, did not hit the ceiling, and they got the point for the Jaguars. But right now, Jamestown is serving.
It may show my age, but the last time I saw a move like what Castillo did, it was with a hacky sack.
Point for the Jaguars as Daniel Lopez is now serving.
My director's pointing out that I'm in the hippie era. That's not exactly true. It was back in the 1900s, though.
Daniel Lopez with the serve. Jamestown keeps it alive.
For those of you who
Jaguars can't keep it up.
For those of you who don't know what a hacky sack is, use Google and find out.
Caden Jenkins serving for Jamestown.
It was an interesting setup there for Jamestown on that serve. Most teams that we watch, including the Jaguars, kind of have themselves spread out amongst the net. All the Jamestown players were on the far side of the court in just some sort of little jumbled collection.
Both teams keeping it alive in this volley. Refs blow the whistle. Calling it. Not sure what they're calling on that one. Just pointed the number 24. Not seeing any of that on the court.
Galika trying to put a little run together here for the Jaguars.
As the ball is blocked by the Jaguars.
Jamestown tried to catch the Jaguars napping with a quick tip over the net. Didn't work though here.
Jaguars keeping it alive though, as Diego Antunes sends it over on the attack.
Nice block.
As Juan Day-Draw and Pedro Castillo come up with the block, as the Jamestown Jimmies take a timeout, down 4-9. We'll be right back here in New York. Don't go anywhere.
So I think most people come to a MFA program looking for a next level in technical expertise and artistic voice.
Here at Governor State University, students will be working on a professional portfolio of work and focus on an idea and have 3 years to really make that come to fruition. And I care about them. I want to see them be successful.
Welcome back. This is Mark Roberts with Francisco Mendoza. The Jaguars holding a slight lead here as Galica looks like, there we go, there's a little bit of soccer action and, well, hecky sack. I'm sorry, that's the word of the day, guys, hecky sack. The Jaguars find themselves up by 5. Galica's on a nice little run here. His serving has been 3 points now. And of course, I just jinxed him.
As Jamestown sides out. As Diego Antunes gets the kill on that one, driving the ball straight down to the ground. Pedro Castillo with the jump serve. Good call by the Jaguars as that one goes straight out of bounds. Great block by the Jaguars. Jamestown keeps it alive. Another great block by the Jaguars. So Jamestown keeps that one going with the block, so they get the point.
Now here's a question for you, Francisco. I just watched Jamestown's libero. You had said the libero needs to stay behind that 10-foot line. And maybe he hit the ball behind the 10-foot line, but he actually slid like a guy sliding into third base in baseball almost all the way up to the net. I mean, is that allowed, I guess, depending where you hit the ball?
Yeah, especially with back row attacks. It's the rules that vary. As we saw earlier with the libero sliding, it mostly varies that if the libero goes over the 10-foot line, then that's where you have the debate. If he jumps over the line, that's fine because he was behind the 10-foot line. Now, if he's above the 10-foot line and he jumps like he's a front row hitter, well, that's automatically not a point. But then that's when it goes in with the back row attacks. That's why you always want to get the ball to the setter because the setter can get the ball and you can hit it wherever.
Thank you, Dr. Mendoza. But yes, if you guys are not sure on what you understand about volleyball, I assure you watch our games, you will walk away an expert. Mr. Mendoza's been doing these last few games, and you know the old saying, I'm today years old learning this or learning that. I can guarantee you, you'll be chanting that a lot if you listen to our games and listen to Francisco explain the ins and outs behind the game.
That one was debatable right there, but that was a nice serve.
Alex Sproul, number 21, for the Jaguars.
Richmond Park Raptors back there are getting a little anxious and wild, which we appreciate it.
Ball goes over. As that one goes out of bounds, straight to Coach Reyes.
And there's those blue shoes. I love that color.
Side out. Marvin Cook serving.
As the ball hits the net on that one for the service error. Daniel Lopez now serving.
Daniel Lopez serving.
Nice serve right there by Lopez. Nice block attempt by Enzo Ayola and Pedro Castillo, but ends up going out of bounds for the block error. Caden Jenkins now serving. Both Pedros went up for the ball. Castillo's the one that hits it. As the ball goes out of bounds, good call from the back row of the Jaguars.
Serving 10. Nicholas Galicia serving.
As that's a point right there on the kill for Jamestown. Nice attack right there for the Jimmies.
I noticed about 2 or 3 players, including Castillo, have fingers taped up, but yet I don't see anybody from the Jimmies with actually taped up fingers. I assure you none of the Jaguar players are injured. It's just their way to be able to get a little more grip on the ball when they spike it, as well as just to protect their fingers.
Enzo Ayola with the kill on that one.
Case in point right there.
Yeah, you do see some players with their fingers taped, but not all of them. As I've been talking to the players during these games, yeah, it definitely does help. And you definitely do notice a difference when you're giving them their handshakes.
If camera 3 can get in on Castillo's hand there, you can see his hand is highly taped up. Looks like a glove. Nice shot from camera 3 there. Thank you, 3.
Same thing with Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez has a good amount of tape on his hand too.
Jaguars keeping that one alive, and so is the Jimmies. As there's the first lift of the game. That's one thing that I have been looking out for a while now, not just from this match, but from the first one. You know, sometimes some of these players are getting away with the lifts and the pushes, but that one was clear as day. One hand set from the setter. Enzo Ayola keeps it alive. Lopez sends it over, finds a corner in the court. Jamestown late to get to that one as Lopez gets the point for the Jaguars. 22 serving 12.
That's what we used to call a seeing eye point. Ball seemed to have eyes and found its way into the corner. Nice block by the Jimmies. Although it's still, it went out. My apologies.
23 serving, 12 April.
I was so impressed by the block that I missed it going out of bounds.
Pedro with the jump and the serve, but that one goes out of bounds.
Just a bit outside. I think that ball actually bounced off our camera too up there in the stands.
As that one fools
cheap
the
point.
Jaguars. Always got to be alert, got to be ready for the net. You know, you have two front row players, everybody else in the back. You just got to be ready.
Michael Menenchik serving.
Set point for the Jaguars as Enzo Iola now serving. As Jamestown gets the point on that one. Off the fingertips of the Jaguars.
Serving is Ethan Walford.
Ethan Hoffer, the libero from Jamestown. As Elijah Ayers gets the point, the set point, 25-15. Jaguars take the second set. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here in the Arc.
We are active in the community. Educators, occupational therapists, leaders, nurses, athletes, diverse learners. We are Gulf State.
The Master of Public Administration program at Governor State University is an unique opportunity for anybody who would like to advance their career.
Almost all our students work in the federal, state, local government, and nonprofit organizations.
And if a student would like global, national, state, and local experience with public administration, Gulf State is the place to be.
We've come a long way from just being another auditorium in a university. As the curtain opens on another spectacular season, we invite you to be a part of the magic that unfolds here, where dreams take flight, stories come alive, and hearts are touched. We cannot wait to welcome you to our world.
All right, welcome back. We're about to get on the third set, but let's have a little fun. Today is March 15th, and it is National Père Hélène Day, or Ellen Day. What is Père Hélène? It's actually a French dessert. We lost the image. I don't know where the image went to. But it is a poached pear topped with a simple sugar syrup, chocolate over the top of it, and served with ice cream. And I don't know, that picture kind of looks like it has some coconut going in it. I know I would definitely attempt to try it. How about you, Francisco?
Yeah, no, definitely. I want one right now, actually.
Yeah.
How it looks so good in the picture. The ice cream, the chocolate, yeah, it's pretty good. Sweet dessert. Not only you get some fruit with it, but you also get a sweet treat.
Yeah, I love during the summer some good pears. I know some trees in the area where you can pick them off the tree, and I personally like them really soft, so the juice is just going to pour down your face when you take a bite into it. What about you?
Yeah, I like my pear slices. I'll grab a pear or two, and just, man, I'm losing my breath today. Man.
I know. You're getting excited because that women's basketball game's about to begin. The Jaguars are taking on fourth-seeded Dakota State in the national competition for the NAIA women's basketball.
And we're here to bring you live action, live results, live action, actually.
Yeah, we'll try to do what we can to give you an update as this game is going on. I know if you're tuning into our game, you're really more concerned about this volleyball game, and yeah, we will definitely not back off on the volleyball action.
As both basketball teams are going to be starting introduction soon, as Daniel Lopez gets the point for the Jaguars here.
Side out Daniel Lopez serving.
So the Jimmy's out to the quick lead here. And the Jaguars take quick action on that. Diego spikes it cross court.
Pedro Oliveira serving.
Three serving two.
Out of there.
As Pedro Castillo's next to serve. As Nimchek gets the point. No, he does not. He gets the attempt, but does not get the point for Jamestown, as Pedro Castillo serves for the Jaguars.
Hopefully Castillo's serves can string up a few points. Just as I say that, there's two in a row. Wow, that ball was just in. I think it kind of caught Castillo napping there. He looked a little surprised that that ball went right down by his feet and out of bounds.
As Antunes does a cross-court attack, Nimchek almost does the same thing, but that one goes out of bounds. Diego Antunes. Cross-court serve as the Jimmies keep it alive. Castillo keeps it alive, but the ball goes under the net.
Nice stoppage there by the Jamestown. Jimmies looked like they were in a little bit of trouble, and they found that sliver of daylight between the Jaguar player and the net and got that ball down.
Lopez Talapa to Castillo. Not sure what happened there, but the Jaguars get the point on that.
Looked like he lost a little track of it because the ball was so far away from the net. I think it looked like Castillo thought it would be about a foot from the net.
Cross-court attack counts as a point for Jamestown.
Jimmy's putting on a little run of their own right now.
6 serving 7. Jamestown keeps it over. Antunes with the attack. Jaguars with the block.
Nice stop.
Giving the point to
Jimmy's.
Jimmy's. Ball is out of bounds from the block attempt. Block error from Lopez and Oliveira. They got up there just in time, but the positioning of their hands have the ball going out of bounds. As Lopez gets the point back on a cross-court attack right behind the 10-foot line.
Lopez puts it across court. It's like, I am not having this thing go out of bounds to the left. Nice stop by Castillo.
The third Pedro block of the match.
9 serving 7.
As both Oliveira and Castillo go up for it. Lopez adds on to it with his point. 10 serving 7. Lucas Lapa serving. Cross-court attack error for Newcheck as Jamestown takes a timeout, down 7-11. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Mark Robert with Francisco Mendoza, bringing you some great action here with Governor State and Jamestown Jimmy's. We appreciate you joining us on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Although I guess it might depend where you're at, because we do have high winds and some nasty storms out there across the Midwest. Francisco, I received some email, or not emails, but Facebook videos served by the Jaguars by my wife's niece, where the high winds were actually causing electrical fires in Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
And she was texting us, and she was texting us from like 30 miles from her home because there was a mandatory evacuation of her town last night.
Wow.
So needless to say, us just having high winds and some drizzle last night was the least of the worries compared to other people.
No, yeah, from what you just said, last night here was nothing compared.
Yeah. It seemed like it was happening about maybe 50 miles south of us and across Indiana. Ohio, I guess, is getting clobbered today. I have family in Ohio, and they're talking about the storms, but prayers out to all of those who either had some damage, lost houses, or just got very afraid off of what happened last night.
As the Jaguars get the point on that one, 13 serving 8. Max keeps it alive as that one does go out of bounds. As the floor.
Jimmy's are now looking towards the ref. The ref looked like they're making some sort of other decision. Nope, it's going to stay with the Jimmy's.
Yeah, no, the floor ref right away, she said that it was out of bounds, and sitting where I am, it did go out of bounds. As Antunes and Stroh both go for the dig. Miscommunication right there. The ball barely went over the net. Still good enough for the Jimmy's point. 13 serving 10. Jimmy's inching closer to the deficit. Oliveira with the full swing, but not the result the Jaguars were looking for as the ball hits the net. Ball goes over. Stroh to Lapa to Castillo.
Looked like for a moment there, Castillo thought he was serving, and they had to stop him and send him back to the front line.
Oliveira now serving instead. Ball goes over to the setter.
Unless that was a designed serve, it looked like it went off of the side of his hand when he served that ball.
As that was a quick, direct kill from the Jimmies. Just how that serve looked right there. As the Jaguars try to keep that one alive, but not possible, so that will be an ace right there. 14 serving 13. As the ball hits the net on that one, side out Jaguars. Pedro Castillo now serving.
Here's what we talked about earlier, Francisco. Jamestown just quietly nipping away at that deficit. Are now only 2 down. Make that 1.
14 serving 15. Jamestown trying to extend this match, trying to go to 4 sets. Jaguars trying to win this in 3. Pedro Castillo with the back row attack. Pedro to Lucas. Lucas with the sneak attack. I was waiting to see who he was going to set up. Took it himself. Not the first time, just today.
Impressive by Lucas.
16 serving 14. Max with the one-hander, with the one-hand dig. As the Jaguars eyed that one correctly, going straight out of bounds. You see all the Jaguars looking at the ball, and that was the right decision because it went straight out of bounds. 17 serving 14. As the ball goes straight out of bounds, 15 serving 17. Caden Jenkins, freshman from Texas, serving for the Jimmies. As the Jaguars and the Raptors are trying to throw him off. Point for the Jaguars right there.
Nice stop at the net for the Jaguars.
Lopez and Oliveira up on that one. Nice jump serve. as the Jimmy set it up and get the point on that one.
16, serving 19.
Ball goes over. Palmeros with the dig. Castillo sets it up to Lopez.
Sorry, 20, serving 16. Ridge Township makes some noise.
Palmeros with the cross-court serve. Palmeros with the dig. Lopez with the point. 21 serving 16 here in the third set.
Stomp your feet for the Jaguars.
Jaguars trying to put a little run together here to finish this out.
As Diego Antunes subs out. As Castillo gets the block on that one, Jaguars get the point.
Kind of the same thing the Jimmies did against Cornerstone. Two strong games. Third game about halfway through, making it strong, and then just started losing gas by the end.
Side out, 17, serving 22.
But as we've also stated, Jimmies know how to sneak right back into a game here.
17 serving 22. As that ball goes out of bounds.
23 for the Jaguars. Stick around, we will have an interview after this match is over. We'll take about a 1 minute break and we'll see you back here afterwards.
As Enzo Ayola subs in for Daniel Lopez. As that one hits the mat.
Ethan Holford serving.
Enzo to Castillo. To Delicia.
Match point coming up.
About to begin number 17, Maximilian.
Match point here for the Jaguars. Up 24-18.
Serving for the match.
Set and match. The Jaguars go 2-0 today. The Jimmies 0-2. This is Mark Robert with Francisco Mendoza. We're going to take a short break, and we are going to come back with an interview with Francisco and guest.
Governor State University's Early Childhood Education program is designed for working students to meet their education goals. GSU provides workforce students with evening, online classes, and job-embedded field experiences to help students achieve their PEL in as little as 2 years. Apply today at apply.govst.edu/apply.
The GSU bookstore is open and ready to help you prepare this semester. Students can buy or rent course textbooks, purchase a variety of school supplies, and anyone could shop for some sweet Jaguar merchandise. Unable to shop on campus? Visit Governor State's website and click on the bookstore option. Here you can find the link to the bookstore's online page, where you can order any product straight to your address. Let's kick off the school year right. Visit the bookstore today, and remember, go Jaguars.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Jaguars Sports Network, where the Jaguars have just finished defeating the Jamestown Jimmies. It was an excellent game for the Jaguars today. Castillo looking amazing out there. Lucas on his serves were a killer serve today. And probably the best thing, or the wildest thing that we liked for today, is that the Jaguars took down the 5th-ranked Cornerstone Golden Eagles. Then that is a national 5th rank. It was excellent to see what was happening out there on the court. This is Mark Roberts. I'm going to send it down to Francisco Mendoza. Francisco, I see you've got some company. Who do we got?
Yes, I'm here joined by Daniel Lopez, outside hitter for the Jaguars. Daniel, the team goes 2-0 today, beating Cornerstone and Jamestown. How did it feel to get both wins today?
We feel really good, actually. Both of the games was really tough, but we get it. We got it.
I was talking to Diego earlier. Cornerstone, you lose to them last month, and you win today against them. How did that feel? And then how did it feel also winning this one right here?
Yeah, we're feeling good. It's like a revenge. So they are top 5, pretty tough game. It's feeling very good, pretty good.
Okay, how did it feel playing the tournament in Florida compared to playing today?
Well, Florida was good. Actually, we won 3. But we play better. We play better this tournament. Yeah, we got it. We got it both games.
Any shout-outs, any saludos?
Oh, yeah. Saludos a mi padre. Greetings from my dad and my brother. They maybe are watching the game.
Okay, and then the last question is, how far can this team go for the rest of the season?
Well, hopefully we can make it the national games. I hope so. We can do a good job there.
Okay, there you have it, folks. Governor State wins both games against Cornerstone and Jamestown. I'm Francisco Mendoza, joined by Daniel Lopez. Everybody in Control Room A. Next game is Wednesday, March 19th, so definitely want to be there for that one. Last home game will be March 19th. Stay tuned for that one. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.